Alright, we're back again. Next progress of the 1971 Mustang Old Air Products air conditioning and heater core install on a non-AC heater only car. So I got the rubber grommet on. So yeah, the instructions say don't tighten up the fasteners until you get that on there, and they mean it. And by the way, silicone spray is your friend. It helps quite a bit, actually. A lot, actually. Even though I still struggled with it. But I did finally get this sucker to fully wrap around as far as like the actual firewall mating surface. I had to actually take this one off and push it all the way out to be able to get that to roll around on the backside there. But those there are very long. So that's kind of handy, actually, right now. The fact that those are really long. And I let it out about halfway with a nut, so I couldn't push it all the way out and let it dump into the passenger floorboard. But it took a little bit, but I got it. So there it is right there, installed. And this is what it looks like through the firewall area. And then I've got the hose here for the drain, the evaporative drain. Now there is a gap here. I mean, this thing doesn't seal very good. I'm probably going to use some RTV silicone or something to, you know, because this is going to be a header right here, which I also have concerns about that as well, this header. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right now. I'll probably leave it here and hope the heck the header don't melt it and burn it up. But then again, I can also drill a hole right here somewhere and bring it right through the bottom of this area right here and let it drain here. But the only thing then is it's going to drain all over this all the time, which, you know, I got it undercoated and everything, but, you know, constantly dripping on that is not a good thing. And then when you're driving on the road, it'll be splattering up against that. Whereas over here, if it's on the road, it'll be splattering towards hot exhaust and basically turn to steam and evaporate. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But like I said, what I could do is I could actually drill it through here if I don't want it close to that exhaust. Or if I do melt that, then yeah, I have no choice. I'm going to have to go this way and drop it down here. But then maybe I will make the hose even longer to where it goes clear down here and actually, you know, does not drip on the car, which is probably what I'll do if I'm actually going to bring it over to this side. I'm going to get it way down below the car. So that's the drain. Now, I marked that location for that hole and I drilled it, and I caught it right basically where the bend is at in the floorboard, and it's going to work. Luckily, I didn't drill it up higher, because if I had, then this hose would have actually been coming uphill, which would have been a bad thing, because you want it to be downhill. So I would recommend, if you're going to drill this hole, I would recommend that you mark it and then go down a little bit and try to get into this flat area. The only problem is that there's like a double reinforcement right here, so you got to be careful about that. If you get into that, you'll be a lot. It's going to be tough to kind of drill through with the hole saw. It's just twice as much work is what I'm saying. But you definitely want to make sure that you get it low enough to where when you put the hose through it, it does not come uphill. Which again, I got really close to that happening. You can see the air gap easily from here. And again, I'm going to RTV that up and plug that up so there's no hot, you know, exhaust coming through there. Plus, I'm gonna have carpet here, but I don't know. I'll probably just take the carpet right up to it and stop. Nonetheless, that's what I got here. All right, let's take a look at it. So this is this baby installed, and you can see, and this is why they want you to put the defrost hose on before you put it in, because you can see how tight that is. And again, I'm wanting to do this right now because I want to do some work in here, wiring wise and that kind of thing. If I got to loosen it up and kind of drop it down a little bit and hook that up, I guess that's what I'll do. I'm not too worried about it, but I can see why in the instructions they want you to put the defrost tube on first, and that's why, because it's really tight. And you can actually see it's really tight right there as well. So dang near touching the top there. If I didn't have that insulation on there, it'd probably be a little thinner. It'd probably fit a little better. And the same thing right here. You can see those connectors right there are bent on purpose. I don't want to obviously break this, but if I have to, if I get a hold of this just right, I could actually bend that down just a little bit to where that knob comes over closer. I don't think I'm going to have to do it though. I'll get those connectors on, not a problem. But if you want to see what the old Air products looks like inside of a 1971 Mustang heater only car, this is basically what it's going to look like right here. I like it. It fits pretty good. Looks pretty compact. I think overall it's going to be lighter actually than the old heater box unit, because it was pretty bulky and pretty big. I don't know if that's true for a fact, but then of course I'm going to be adding all the weight with the condenser, evaporator, you know, all the extra stuff that the other heater box. But I think in relation to a heater box, so I think this is lighter than that big old heater box that used to be under here. That thing was big. It went clear across, and then of course you had the weight of the fresh air intakes over there and over there on the driver's side. So this is the old Air Products air conditioning heater core unit for the 1971 Mustang, and it is sitting in there, and it's 100 and some degrees right now, and I got my tin up. But I can tell you what, right now, buddy, I am sweating. That grommet really wrestled me into a sweat, even though I was here in the shade. But I'm done for today. I've accomplished what I wanted, which was basically to have that thing inside the car and mounted, so it's not, you know, sitting on my bench, because I need to get that cleaned up. And now I am going to fold up tent, fold up shop, and go inside and drink a cool one for a change. So like, subscribe, and come back again, and I'll have some more here as soon as we make history happen.